The key to becoming mentally tough is to do things that are tough. It's that simple. I can just leave it there, to be fair. And when you think about your life and you think about things that you've done that are challenging, things that you've done that require a lot of thought or just a lot of emotional preparation, mental preparation and physical demand, you could say as well. When you think about those moments, the build up to them, that's the moment that's probably the bit that sticks in your mind more than actually doing the task. And that's what it comes down to. The challenging part is normally the build up to something. And how do you get used to that build up? And you can look at every area of life and you can look at things. I like to look at examples on something that stands out. You know, when somebody, a boxer for example, is training for a fight, if they're not able to withstand that training, because training camps can be brutal, and if you're not able to withstand that, you can tell already that fight is not going to be your best fight. But if you are able to have a good training camp, you can say, cool, this is going to be a good fight. Because the fights are often won or lost before you get into the ring, if I'm saying to you. And that just comes down to like how you prepare. Mental toughness, it just comes down to preparation. Are you willing to go through like this brutality, everything there and all of this stuff there? Some things are not brutal, you know, I'm moving a bit wild. Some things are not brutal. Some things are just require like boredom, Some things are boring. Are you willing to withstand that boredom to get to that result? These are the questions that you got to ask yourself. If you are willing to withstand that boredom to get to the result, or you are willing to go through that physical challenge to get to the result, then stick by, because we're going further into this. Let's do it. What's going on? My name is Christopher Daniels, and today I'm going to be talking about the keys to becoming mentally tougher. For me, like one thing that I've always noticed is that if you're not willing to do things that are difficult, doing things that are difficult are going to be challenging for you. You feel what I'm saying to you? And it's as simple as that, you know? If you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. And there's a lot of things, in life that are challenging, that are difficult. And being mentally prepared is definitely something that's key. And it's a skill. It's something that you can develop. And a lot of people do the whole cold shower thing, going on crazy runs, waking up at a certain time, reading a certain amount of books all the time. Like there are loads of things that you can do to develop like these skills. What's one thing that I say is essential is knowing what it's going to do for you first and foremost. It allows you to handle situations where there is stress. And the people that are at the top here, when I talk to people that are doing very well for themselves, the amount of stress they're able to handle, that's the difference maker. Say for example, they're in a stressful situation and they're just composed, they're calm, they're like, okay, cool, I'm going to deal with this. They're able to think of solutions. Whereas if somebody else was in that situation that doesn't have that mental toughness, that mental composure, that person will be freaking out, they'll be bugging out, they'll be thinking about which direction they should run in. But that person that's actually there, that has that mental toughness, they've built that because of what they've been doing. Like they've always been putting themselves in this difficult situation. Be that person that chooses to play difficult, like a hard level on a video game, you choose hard or you choose like legendary or whatever else it is, as opposed to just playing easy, just floating along, just playing, whatever, and not taking it serious. If you're that person that takes things on, that doesn't have to be in every area of your life. Like say for example, you can say for a video game, you're going to take it easy, you're going to chill with it. And then when you go to the gym, you're going hard in the gym. You can choose your areas to go hard in. But those things that are important to you, those things that you're moving forward in, you need to be able to pick a hard difficulty and be able to maintain that level. It's all about maintaining difficult levels. That's what it comes down to. Maintaining, And there's always think about this as well. The gym is infinite. Like when I talk about infinite, I'm talking about time and thinking about infinite versus finite. We're talking about finite. We're talking about something that you do for a certain amount of time and then boom, it's over. With the gym, you're always gonna go to the gym until you are not able to physically go anymore. Probably people that go to the gym will know this. Some people that come to the gym on January and then leave, different rules might apply for you. I don't know about the January brothers. I'm not talking about you though. I'm talking about those people that go to the gym on a regular basis. You know that if you're going to the gym and you're going consistently, it's infinite. Like the gym never finishes. That the fitness is something that is for life. So mental toughness whilst you're alive, that's something that you always have to condition as well. Like your mindset, you always have to condition your mindset. The same way that you have to condition your body, you condition the mind, and that's it. And when talking about that development, that's how it happens. One thing that for me has always been important is being connected to things that are always challenging. And I like physical stuff. So that's why I'm going to use my example of being physical. But if you're not into physical stuff, it could be different for you. You might like mental maths, or you might like physics, or whatever else it is that you like. But for me, I like physical stuff. So I'm always connected to like martial arts. I'm always training every week. You know what I'm saying? You're always training, always developing, always improving, always looking for new ways to do things. Like, and I enjoy that process. It's hard, it's difficult. A lot of people cannot do it. That's what makes it important to me. It's something that I'm doing that's difficult. And I stay connected with that because I know that these skills that I'm learning there, not just actually doing the martial art, but being able to keep pushing when things are getting harder, when I'm getting tired. When you get better and your skill increases, the competition level skill you're coming up against, just because you're getting better doesn't mean that things are gonna get easier as well straight away. Don't get me wrong, like when you play like a video game, for example, and you get better, things might seem easier, but at the same time, when you get to the higher level, people's skill levels are high as well. You get what I'm saying to you? So it's not actually easier. You're gonna be better, but it doesn't mean that it's easier. You're good and they're good. You feel what I'm saying to you? When you're at the lower levels, you get better, you get better, you get better. You're better than, if you're at the top and you look down, then you're better than the people at the bottom. You're cool, fair enough. But if you're at the top and you look straight ahead, those people that are at the top with you is even more competitive than it was when you were lower down, you know? So now you gotta have more tools in the tool bag, you get me? Or the tool box, toolbox in it. Let's stick with toolbox. But yeah, the higher you go up, the more tools you're gonna have to have in your toolbox, because the competition is getting better with you. You feel what I'm saying to you? And that's something that you need to understand. As a whole, like understanding mental toughness and what it actually comes down to is having that ability to say, I want to be able to do X, Y, Z. And once you've got your target set on X, Y, Z, is being able to stick with that. Is that consistency and doing it time and time, and knowing that like even if you fail, you're gonna go back at it again. And that's one thing about mentally tough people. Like there's some people that can get things done straight away, some people that can get things done on the second attempt, and there's people that it takes them 100 times, but they keep going at it, they keep going at it, they keep going at it. And those people there that keep going at it, I'm telling you, that's a different sort of beast, and that's a different sort of animal. If you want to survive in this life, like I said, this life is infinite, it's not finite. Things are going to have to keep moving. If you want to be able to survive in a life like this, then I'm telling you now, these skills here, they have to be developed. You have to grow with them. You have to be able to cultivate them. And once you are able to cultivate them, things are gonna be awesome. You know what I'm saying to you? Awesome for you. Don't stress, don't panic, just make life awesome. And that's what it comes down to, yeah? If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of the future videos. Other than that, I will be seeing you again very shortly, yeah? Blessings.